Alright folks, hello and welcome to another video. My name is LeaderGrev and welcome back to Challenge Accepted. Welcome to episode 14. Oh look, we filled in part of our map. Technically our goal is, one of my challenges is to craft the entire map, or to fill the entire map rather, but I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon, but we have yet to see. Actually, before I start the video, I have something of a question for you guys, and Challenge Accepted was always very user-friendly and interactive, so I have a question for you that's not related to the game, but more related to my channel. And I want everyone who watches, and it's not selectively everyone, or if you're on a phone, don't answer, because I check YouTube on my phone for the most part, and there is a commenting function, and I'd like you, if you're watching this, to use this once, if you haven't before, and just sign off and tell me 3 things, or any combination of the following 3. So the first thing would be, what is your favorite series on this channel and why? And you can answer as much of that question as you want or as little as you want. The second question is, what is your least favorite content on this channel and why? Again, answer everything you're comfortable with and nothing more. Yeah, if you don't want to answer a certain part of my questions, I mean, don't do it, but do at least, if you're not even answering any of it, sign off and sort of tell me, hey, I'm a viewer, hello. I just sort of want to get an understanding of who watches these videos, and if you feel so inclined and you want to do me a favor, let me know what your favorite series is and why, what your least favorite series is and why, and finally, what you would like to see on this channel that I haven't been doing, and by that I mean mod reviews or snapshot reviews, stuff like that. Anything you can think of that you want to see on this channel, content that you want to see that I am not doing currently, or something that I am doing and you want to see more of that I'm not uploading frequently enough in your opinion, tell me. Because, I mean, no fault of your own, just putting that out there. I've been looking at, whoops, that wasn't good, some of the stats that I have running on YouTube, and they're not the most encouraging thing in the world, to be particularly honest, for a number of reasons. One of those being that, I mean, I've lost a number of viewers over the past year? Yeah, probably a year. I've actually, in terms of subscribers, I have lost, I think, close to 1,000 subscribers over my lifetime on YouTube. Overall, all time on YouTube, I've lost, last I checked, and that was a couple months ago, I'd lost 900 something subscribers. And I still have quite a few, so it's not like, oh no, lost subscribers, the worst. Because, I mean, I enjoy the community that I have now and the community that I've fostered, and I have no problems with it, and I have no qualms over the people who left. It's just, those stats coupled with the fact that my videos have been getting increasingly lower views recently, I just sort of want to get an understanding of what you guys want to see and what you want on my channel. What kind of content? What are you looking forward to? What don't you look forward to? Ah! What is this? This is just... what? What is this cave? And why? What is this cave and why? So yeah, please, I'm honestly not doing anything important right now, I'm caving. So take the time, if you're on a phone, press done, exit out of the video, and then come back at this point. You're really not missing much. And let me know what it is you... well, answer to those 3 questions. What you want to see more of, what's your favorite series and why, and what's your least favorite series and why, because that has been increasingly important to me recently, given how I run my channel and how everything works and how I want things to work. So, yeah, do that, please. That would be a huge favor, trust me. Let's do 10 for now. Just in case something happens. I don't think we really need sticks for anything right now, but should we need them? I mean, we have diamond tools, so I don't think it's going to be like, oh no, I need to craft myself a sword. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Speaking of crafting stuff, I have diamonds, enough diamonds for an enchanting table and a record player. I might actually get to using that because, what's its face? Well, there are several reasons. First of all, I mean, those several reasons are essentially that I have challenges involving both of those. Somebody asked me to build speakers, sort of like a record player station. Wow. This place is crazy. There's so many mobs here. Ah! There are too many mobs. Alright, skeleton. So many skeletons. I'm beginning to suspect... Or actually, you know what? With the luck I've had concerning skeleton spawners, I'm not beginning to suspect that there's a skeleton spawner nearby. That would be too lucky. That doesn't coincide with everything that has happened in Minecraft with me so far. Yeah. But, alright, let me go a bit more into explanation of why I want those answers. Well, first of all, actually, if you're new, Challenge Accepted is the series where you guys tell me what to do, and I do it. And I do it for a number of points. So, you leave a comment and you say, I want you to do this. And if it fits into my plan for the game, if it makes sense, if it's a thing that I would be happy with doing that I think would be pretty cool that I haven't done before, I'm pretty much open to 90% of ideas. I don't think anyone has suggested an idea like so bizarre that I've been like, absolutely not. Maybe once or twice, but the overwhelming majority of responses and like requests are really, really cool. So yeah, essentially go into the comments and leave me a comment and say like, I want you to do such and such for this amount of points. And right now the points don't matter, but because I'm playing in hardcore, eventually, I have to acknowledge the sad truth. Eventually, it's very likely that I'm going to die. And given that, I'm going to be playing a second season of this. And I'm going to want to compare the scores, compare how well I do over both seasons. So, yeah, that's essentially the point of this series. Welcome, if you're new. And if you're not so new, welcome regardless. I love you regardless of whether or not you're a new viewer. Okay, let's get this redstone. I've actually had a... Oh, mushrooms. Usually mushrooms are they're not very important or useful in this, for me at least. That doesn't... I don't mean everyone. And I mean they really... There's no particular appeal for me in mushrooms. But for some reason, mushrooms always seem to, at least within recent history for me, they've always led to diamonds in some way. What? How did that just... Oh. Okay, so the game is broken. That's great. And I have no idea what's going on right now. There you go. Okay. There are too many skeletons. The number of skeletons in this cave is too damn high. Are you kidding? Is this on purpose? Alright. Windy one. Okay, it didn't lead anywhere. Usually the windy caves like this, I have sort of a sense of like, okay, that's not really going to lead anywhere. Usually that's right. Also, a question for you guys. I usually ask to clarify on challenges. Somebody, right when I started this series, gave me the challenge of, hey, get to level 50 and enchant something. at this point in time, I don't need to, like, level 50 isn't a thing that you do anymore, because it only, like, the max amount of enchanting is 30. So, my question for you guys is, do you still want me to reach level 50 and then enchant, like, a 20 and a 30? Or do you think by 50 the person just implied the maximum amount? So, let me know what you think about that, and I will eventually get to that pretty soon, actually. I've spent a lot of time. I mean, I've done a lot of talking about how, you know, I haven't spent an entire, like, 3 days in here. That's complete garbage. I've spent more than 3 days in this cave. Maybe not consecutively before going back to my base, but I don't think that was ever specified as part of the challenge. So, I think as soon as I'm done exploring, as soon as I light up most of this cave, and I think actually one of the challenges was to light up 60% of it. I am not sure, though. And actually, we're filling up the map quite nicely, which is good. There's a whole other, like, section of ravine to go into, and later in this episode, we might actually stop exploring, or we will stop exploring. We're going to go back to the cave base and and do a tiny bit of building. I want to build. Someone challenged me to build stairs down from my base to the cave. I have a ladder set up, but I do admit that ladders are, hey, kind of weak. Didn't I kill you? Come on. Have some decency and just die when you're supposed to. And at the very end of the episode, what? At the very end of the episode, I might build a nether portal, because that has been a long-standing challenge, and everything to do with the nether frightens me, but it's something that I'll have to get to eventually. So, oh, and the reason I'm getting the iron is because another one of the challenges, yes, another one of the challenges. See, I try to be good with getting stuff done here, in terms of challenges. Another one of the challenges I was given was to create a minecart system. Yes, a minecart system. A minecart system? A minecart system. By minecart system, do you mean minecart system? Yes, I mean minecart system. Yeah, essentially, a minecart system, and I'm going to build that parallel to the stairs I'm making, so I could take the stairs, or if I feel so inclined, which I usually don't, for some reason, for me at least, it always feels like having the minecart, like, using a minecart is such a hassle. It's so, like, extraneous and not, I don't know, it always feels weird for me, personally. So I probably won't use it that often, but it's a thing that I have, and, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Oh, gold. Gold. We don't really need that much gold. I don't think there's... Oh, I do have to... I don't remember, actually. If one of you can point me in the right direction and tell me whether or not I've eaten a golden apple already. I don't think I have. One of my challenges was to eat a golden apple, and I honestly cannot remember if I've done that already or not. I don't think I have, which is why I haven't crossed it off of my list. I have a list. Actually, my desk is a mess right now. I have a banana holding down like 3 post-it notes with different challenges you guys have given me on them. So let's head back, get some more wood for torches, because I don't want to run out in the middle of another, or that second like cross section of a ravine. Oh, hello. I will kill you because I need slime balls, because those will always be useful. Like, I'm actually surprised by how few challenges I've been given that have involved, like, build such and such with pistons, do this, make an automatic toaster out of sticky pistons. Like, I haven't gotten that many like that, and I'm not complaining, honestly. Like, my redstone skills are so bad that that's not a complaint. That is a half blessing, because I am terrible at redstone. So actually, we need to get more food, probably drop off the stuff we already have, get that cooking, so we can just run, or like step right into the next challenge as soon as we get back. So we'll set everything up to get cooking, and I'm going to do that off camera right now, and I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. Alright folks, I'm reorganized, and let's head back down. And actually, yeah, in retrospect, maybe moving this cactus firstly, and building stairs would be a lot easier, make things a lot simpler. Where's this other slime? I really want to get him, but I don't know where he is. Sounds like he's above me, which is a weird thought. That or he's below me. Yeah, I'm honestly just, I have no idea where the slime could be. Alright, it just sounds like I'm getting further away. You know what? The slime is not important. But me lagging when I get fall damage is pretty bad. Ugh. You know what I've been thinking about recently? Cursing. I forget who I was talking to. I think I was talking to Jawa from Mind Logic, and he was like, "So, what's our policy on cursing?" And I was like, well, I mean, I try not to on my channel, but I don't really see it as a particular problem when and if I do. And the consensus was that we would try not to curse, but I also kind of advocated for the fact that cursing isn't as evil as people make it out to be. I don't think cursing is some inherent evil that ruins people and destroys people's lives. I mean, when I was a little kid, around my friends, like, we'd curse all the time. And I don't look back on that and I'm not like, wow, it was so cool. Like, that informs my opinions of little kids now. Sort of like when I think of myself as a kid, or when I hear other little kids cursing or playing cards or something like that, I don't think like, oh, judgment, these kids are bad and evil and their parents have raised them to be awful little people. I don't really think that because I myself was like that, and I don't think that made me a terrible person. I don't think cursing really impacted me in such a horrible way. And moreover, I think cursing is just like, sometimes it's just a more forceful way to get a point across. Like, sometimes it's completely appropriate if, like, in some cases it's justified. But justified sounds a bit too serious for what I'm looking for right now. What I mean to say is that it's just, it works sometimes. It's not something we have to shy away from just because it's cursing, evil. Like, we don't have to really shy away from using bad language. It can be forceful and it can be appropriate. And actually, like, sometimes when I like, there are extremes that you can go to. Like, for example, when you curse to be funny, or when you're stupid to be funny, or something like that, that's an extreme that takes it too far, at least for my tastes. Sometimes it works, but in most cases, in my experience, I haven't seen it work. I thought I saw diamonds over there, but I don't think so. One of my favorite channels today is LeaderGrev's, and they curse a lot. Like, they can be really vocal. But I don't think that diminishes their comedic value. In fact, like, I'm so used to them using it and saying it that it's not something that surprises me or like shocks me in any way. It's just a part of their lingo, I guess. It's how they roll. And I think for them, like, that's perfectly appropriate. Like, what's wrong with that, dude? And like, as for myself, occasionally, yeah, like, if something catches me by surprise, and I won't have, like, the first thing that'll come out of my mind is, like, a curse. Whoops, my bad. But, like, I'm not going to apologize for that. What's the big deal? I used a word, and in most cases, it doesn't mean what it literally means. Like, if fuck actually meant what it's meant to mean, or, I mean, if every time you heard someone say fuck and they were literally referring to the meaning that would be very, very strange. And that just doesn't happen. So, for me, I think it's appropriate at times to use curses. I don't think that that's such a taboo, and I don't understand why it should be. So yeah, just my 2 cents. Like as I said, there are extremes that get kind of tasteless. Like for me personally, Caboose in Red versus Blue, he didn't curse, so it's a slightly different example. It's a different kind of example. But I didn't really like Red versus Blue didn't do it for me when Caboose became an idiot, because personally, I just thought that there were better ways to be funny. You don't have to have an extremely stupid character or an extremely verbal and cursing and complete douchebag character to be funny. I don't think that's a necessity for these sorts of things. And the fact that it's sometimes treated as such, like you have to have that kind of character. Like the stupid one, like who's the stupid one in this TV show? Or who's the really loud, obnoxious prick on this TV show? Like that gets to me. I don't understand that necessity. But otherwise, I don't think there's a need for curses to be a taboo. I don't think there's something inherently wrong with them. They're words that we use to express extreme anger. Hey! Like, if this creeper had snuck up on me, I wouldn't have. I don't think I would be justified in apologizing for saying "fuck" or something like that, or something similarly, as one might call it, extreme. I don't think that's all that bad. And I'm not calling anyone out, actually. Like, it may sound like I'm trying to lecture someone on this. Like somebody called me out for it, and I was like, no. I'm just putting that out there. It's something I've wanted to talk about for a while, because, especially at the end of high school, curses became sort of not a part of my lexicon, but something I used rather freely, and I don't really think that turned me into an altogether worse person. So, but the fact that some people were like, curses are the most evil thing, that's just, no. I mean, I've known certain curses and certain bad words since I was a little kid, and that shaped me as a kid, and it didn't really do anything much else but that. It didn't poison my mind, it didn't do any of the things that one might think it would do. It made me a different kind of kid. Not different from anyone else even, just different from how I would have been if I had assumed some sort of puritanical lifestyle. So, I mean, this isn't directed at anyone, as I said, just putting out my 2 cents. I kind of have a list of things I wanted to talk about, and one of the prompts was just caboose, cursing, what does it say? Culture, cursing, caboose. It's culture/cursing/caboose. And I don't remember what exactly I meant to say when I first wrote that down. I have all of these post-it notes are so old. They have stuff written down from the first challenge accepted episode. But yeah, essentially those are my current thoughts. So my past self informed my current self. Good for me, past self. That didn't make sense tense-wise, but whatever. We have a lot of coal. What should we do? I think we can head back. I think we've covered most of this place. I don't really think there's anything we've missed in particular. So, I would have to say let's go back. I don't see what else we can do, and let's go build those stairs and that minecart track. That seems like the right thing to do right now. Which way do I go here? Okay, there we are. Oops, fall damage. I seem to lag out when I jump. A lot of you people have suggested I play on fast instead of fancy. I might switch over. So we'll see what goes on. So what are my other prompts? Jeez. Yeah, this is how my commentary works, actually. I have stuff written down in my phone. When I get certain ideas, I write them down because I very much think to myself. And usually, I'll like commentate in my head, just like talk to myself for a while, and I'll go through the commentary, not like step by step, like, and then I'll say this, and after that I'll say no, like I'll just go through thinking progressively, and then I'll look back at that thought process, and I'll be like, that's how I want that commentary to go. That was like really good. I was happy with how that went. Okay, so organizing things are boring. Tenses and oh, language, you escaped me. 1, 2, 3, and let's pick up all this other stuff. I had gold in here somewhere, I think. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear beeping from outside. I'm sitting outside of a window, or not outside of a window, next to a window in the middle of the city. I know I've already apologized for this, but sorry again, my bad. Not really my fault, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying. Maybe if I don't do much sound editing, but there's technically a hospital right outside my window across the street. Might put up some photos later. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I'm going to finish working with my inventory, cooking stuff up, getting stuff ready. And maybe I'll play around with some settings, some of the game settings, see how that works on lag, and then I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. Alright folks, I'm back. Haven't played with the settings yet, but I did a tiny bit of like layout stuff, and one of the things I did was a challenge I was given a while ago, and I never really liked the idea personally. I thought like, you know what, I'm not really feeling this, maybe I shouldn't. But upon cleaning stuff up, I realized, you know what, maybe it'll be an okay idea. I actually kind of like it. So, I'm making a little lava. Oh, shoot. That was not happening. Yeah. That wasn't right. That's what I meant to do. What? And right there. And this shouldn't leak out. Let's see. Okay, I'm not getting damaged by it, which is good already. Let's see. Does it fill the whole thing? I think I might be able to take out one of the center ones. Probably this one is going to be the one I'm going to want to take out. Too many of them is cluttered. It doesn't look good. There you go. And I'll take this one out. And instead, I will put it on top of this. And I think that looks kind of interesting. I mean, I don't usually see stuff like that, but I've been cleaning up my base, doing things. I think that looks pretty interesting. Also built a little platform over there to reach. These aren't going to be the stairs, that's the railway. I think these will be the stairs so that I don't have any like confusing stuff going on. So it all works out. And I'll be right back in a couple seconds when I'm ready to show you what else I'm going to be working on. Alright folks, I'm back, and let's go build, first things first, let's build our powered rail station. So, one thing we gotta do first here is, oh right, that's not gonna work. So what we need is right here, I think so. And we'll have, let's see, does that work? Ta-da! Excellent. And then, here's how we're gonna do this. Let's finish this bottom part right now. And you may notice the fancy lava. I just spent a bunch of time off camera gathering that, and it wasn't easy because I had to find a lava place that I had already turned into obsidian, but then I had to find, like, I had to dig under that to see if there was still lava that was available. It wasn't as easy as it seems. But anyways, can rails go on glass? That might be a problem. That might be our only problem. Rails can't go on glass. I don't think they can go on half slabs either, so that will be it. And let's see. Boom, boom, boom. And let's see if something like this will work. If we put a button right here. Excellent. So boink, 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 boink. Which raises the question of, will that be enough power? kind of want to see first and foremost. I think I can get up 3. With this much power, I can probably go this high. We'll see. We'll do tests. Tests are how to go. There you go. I made a lot of rails. I didn't really think this through. I don't really need all that many rails. Okay, so now we need a minecart. I didn't have the foresight to make one beforehand, so I guess it's time to do that right now. Let's go. Whoa, my ching completely corresponded with a spider. That was eerie. 1, 2, 3. Let's make some of these. You'll see why in a sec. And let's put away gold, redstone, sticks. I guess I'll keep. What to do? What did I come here for? Oh, right, minecart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okie doke. And I'm only going to build 1 minecart. Oh, I completely overcounted. My bad. And hopefully that'll be enough. Let's see how this works. If not, I have the gold and the redstone and the supplies. I can easily... Okay, so let's see. Whoops. Okay, so the button's not accessible is our first problem. We should probably get that figured out first. Button. And make you easy to push. Ta-da! Alright, now... Oh, but that doesn't do anything. Where did that button go? Ah, here it is. Okay. I'm glad that stopped, actually. Now let's make a lever. And we're going to sneak it on one of these. Very sneakily. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. There you go. Choo-choo. Alright, now let's see if this works. Hopefully it will. And we'll need the light right there then, if it's not elsewhere. And we have light down there, so that's fine. Let's check this out. Work. Ah, excellent. Now let's see if it goes backwards. Yes, it does. Oh, it most certainly does. Oh, this is great. It works, and it looks nice, and it fits the theme of everything else that's been in the space. What? Did you? No way. No way. You killed Frosty. How could you? That's just malicious. I don't... See, I'm not even going to use you, because you stink. You're so evil that you're worthless. Like, that's the worst kind of evil. Well, Frosty is gone. That's really sad. I actually liked Frosty, and we can make Frosty 2. Frosty 2. Frost 2. 1, 2, and 3. We can do this. We can do... Oh, it might be hard to do, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, let's see. First of all, we're going to need to... There you go. Oh, and come back here, you And I guess I don't really need the snowball. Okay, so 1, 2, and then plonk. Now the first thing I gotta do is... Oh, I can't even reach it from here. Don't jump out, Frosty. There you go. We have him back. You're safe now, buddy. No spider's gonna get you this time, as long as you remain vigilant. And don't screw up. Okay, there's some skeleton goodies down there. We should get those, and we should fix up... We should, like, see the reason why I brought these half slabs. Blink, blunk. Oh, wow, that was... What a find. Okay. That's it. So let's hope I can put stuff on these. I don't know if I can put buttons. Oh, you can. Sweet. Alright, then everything works. Brilliant. And the stairs right now, we're just going to craft up some cobblestone stairs. And that's going to be the extent of our stairs, because I was thinking of something more elaborate, but I'm not feeling it right now. That's why I have all of this stone, actually. I was thinking of maybe doing smooth stone, but I decided against it. No particular reason, but I didn't think that it was necessary. So let's go down and make these stairs. They're not that fancy, but I don't think stairs in a cave base have to be. Although technically the rest of this base has been pretty fancy. I'm actually really proud of how this came out. The first time I thought of like, how am I going to build this? First time I tried to do that, figure that out, I was not at all happy with the result. But this is a whole other story. I mean, we've got lava, we've got trees. I could technically stay underground for as long as possible because I have wood. That would be a very, very sad way to live, especially given that I'd eventually run out of resources. I can still make torches and stuff, but I'd have wooden tools, given that I stayed here for long enough. So that's not something I want to do, but it's a possibility, given just how, like, God darn it. Do I really need one more stair? I think I might just make it all the way down so I use all four. I don't want to be carrying around just like a loose stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and now I have a loose cobblestone piece. This is just ridiculous. This is not my way. We can put the lava away for now. I don't think I need it. Oh, reorganizing my inventory on camera. Rookie mistake. I mean, I do it all the time, but it really isn't. It's not that interesting to watch, I imagine. So, what's the point? Okie doke, and blink, ding dong, doop. And the reason I'm using an iron pickaxe, by the way, is because I have, over the course of this episode, almost wore out my entire diamond pickaxe. That's not good. That's not good at all. So, for the sake of not losing that, I figured, hey, I'll use my iron pickaxe because I have a bunch of those. Alright, so we got a lot done today, in terms of mining, in terms of building, in terms of challenges. Just a lot of building stuff going on. Let me know what you think of building, and answer my question, please, the one that I posed at the beginning of the episode. It really is important. So, yeah, just sign off, answer the question. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. I did. I really do need to get back and more into the swing of Challenge Accepted and World 2. So thank you guys very much for watching, and have a good day.